Hi, I'm Billy Mitchell of FedScoop TV. Today I'm here with Shawn Wells, Chief Security Strategist of the Public Sector for Red Hat. How are you, Shawn?
Great.
Great to have you here today. And we're at the Security Through Innovation Summit talking a little about the security initiatives out there in the federal space and how people are trying to innovate around that. And specifically, I was wondering how are those initiatives, such as information sharing law, the President's cybersecurity framework, and the cybersecurity sprint affecting innovation around cybersecurity in your view?
So we have a couple actions coming out of that. So we have identity management, we have information sharing, we have agility of patching and provisioning, lifecycle management. And one of the things that is elevated within the Red Hat's purview is these conversations aren't happening at a technical level. All of a sudden we're analyzing business risk and mission risk. So we're able to start getting a little bit more insightful, a little bit more planned, a little bit more professional, whereas cybersecurity has always been kind of the domain of just IT staff.
Sure. What do you see as the main challenges facing the federal government around security programs? And are there ways that companies such as Red Hat can use innovation to address them?
So we've seen a lot going on about cyber information sharing. So we have security operations centers at the FAA, security ops at FEMA, and we're trying to figure out how do we share alerting between them. So if one is getting attacked through malware or denial of service, how can we tip off other agencies so we can create more of a real-time response and kind of create this like 911 operations center for the whole government.
Awesome.
So to do that, we've started to work with people like MITRE, people like DHS, to create these common data taxonomies that allow us to express, I'm being attacked, and I can have a standard field of information. So you can machine parse this. And it's allowing us to do things now like FEMA is receiving an attack, let the Department of State know, and all of a sudden they can dynamically update their firewalls so that we can create this agility response all across government by seeing it in one command or one agency. And that information sharing, it's not just about the data, it's about the business response to it. And that is kind of where we're seeing a lot of development. And that's one of the things Red Hat represents is open source. So building these communities of practice around these shared problems to kind of do in common what is commonly done. And once we have that focus, we can build development, we can build process, and scale that out to industry, government, and academia. And that coalition of the willing, I think, is a little bit of what's new.
And do you see, in your experience in the cyberspace, are there any other areas like that that are fertile, if you will, for innovation?
Fertile for innovation. So one of the things that Red Hat has been passionate about is security has always been a bolt-on. So we have FISMA, which came out, and now that leads us to things like the NIST RMF or the risk management framework for civilian or the DoD DICAP process. But it's always been this bolt-on when it comes to products. It's like hardening scripts or third-party utilities. So we've started to see that consolidate into infrastructure components themselves. So now one of the things we did with NSA's Information Assurance Directorate is we put in Linux a security dropdown, and it allows you to do things like click for DoD STIG compliance, a single click for FISMA compliance. And now open source components are becoming government ready out of the box, which eases the CNA burden as we deploy new and innovative open source technologies.
Awesome, great stuff. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Shawn.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I'm Billy Mitchell of FedScoop TV. Thank you for watching.